Welcome to episode number 13 of this Austin Dunnots NHL 20 Expansion Draft Franchise Series. And today, I'm going to be playing Round 2, Game 1 against the Blackhawks. At home, obviously, because we have home ice advantage for every series unless we play the Penguins in the Stanley Cup Final, because the Penguins are the only other team in the NHL that had a better record than us. So, we beat, I'm not going to spoil it, so, we obviously beat someone. I'll tell you in 5 seconds, just need to know at the video so I don't spoil it. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We beat the Colorado Avalanche 4-0, swept them in the first round, and the Blackhawks won 4-3 over the Blues. So the Blackhawks, their series, they beat the they won in the Blackhawks series. They won 4-3 over the Blues, and in the Dunnots series, they won 4-0 over the Avalanche. So the teams that are left are the Dunnots, the Blackhawks, the Canucks, the Coyotes, the Penguins, the Capitals, the Lightning, and the Panthers. The series obviously are the Dunnots, the Blackhawks, the Canucks, the Coyotes, and then those are the 2 series in the Western Conference, and then the two series in the Eastern Conference are the Penguins and the Capitals, and the Lightning and the Panthers. So the winner of this series will play the Canucks or the Coyotes in the Western Conference Final. And that's episode of this series. Well, that's episode of this series. I think it will be. The next episode of the series, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but the latest it will be a week from tomorrow. Well, this should be done up on Saturday. This should be done up on Saturday, but it'll be a week from. Let's just say this is done up on Saturday. November 21st, 2020. The next episode of the series, the latest it will be next, I'm not sure when that episode's gonna be, but the latest next episode I'm not sure when that episode's gonna be, but the latest it will be, or the next episode of the series, I'm not sure when that episode of the series will be, but the latest it will be a week from tomorrow. Which, if it is, then that would be my last day of Thanksgiving break. So yeah, I still have today, and then I have obviously all this week, and yeah, I don't know who I want to face I kind of want to face the Coyotes in the Western Conference Final, just because I want to face the Coyotes. I don't want to face the Coyotes. Next episode of this series, obviously I tell you the latest will be a week from tomorrow, and which will be the first elimination game for either team in the series. So yeah, Marcus Johansson leads our team in points leads the Dunnots in points so far in the postseason. He's played 4 games, has 4 goals, 3 assists, and 7 points. For Game 1's on Sunday, April 26th, 2020. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into Game 1. Next video on this channel will be the next episode of my Vinny J NBA 2K20 My Career Series, and then the video after that will be the next episode of my Green Bay Packers Madden 21 Franchise Series. Well, the next 3 videos on this channel in this order will be my Vinny J NBA 2K20 My Career Series, my Green Bay Packers Madden 21 Franchise Series, and my Vinny J Madden 21 Face the Franchise Series. So they have a better offense. They have 90 offense. They have a 90 offense. We have an 85 offense. We have a better defense. So basically, the offense. For offense. The Blackhawks have a 90 offense, an 86 defense, and an 87 goalie. We have an 85 offense, a 91 defense, and an 83 goalie. So they have a better offense and a better goalie, and we have a better defense. That's our captain, Brett Burns, for us. Or the 2 players that are showing off the uniforms for those teams. That's Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks. Yeah, that's Patrick Kane, not an A. He's not. I don't think he was ever the captain, but maybe he's not in this world. At least he's not an A. He might have been like earlier in his career, because he scored that goal to win the Stanley Cup for the Blackhawks in 2010, I think. Since 2010. So yeah, that's Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks, and Brett Burns, the Dunnots captain for the Dunnots. Do we do an alternate? What's our alternate? It is white. That might be too loud. So we're gonna go with our alternate uniforms, but then because obviously I'm not gonna have them the Blackhawks with their away uniforms, because basically it'll be the same uniforms for both teams, the same color uniforms for both teams. So they have to wear the home uniforms. There's a little white at the bottom, but there's a little white at the bottom, but there's a little white at the bottom, but the top is red. It's better. So home uniforms for the Blackhawks and alternate uniforms for the Dundalks. Remember, on semi-pro style traditional length 4 minutes. Obviously it's 20 minutes, but length should be 4 minutes, but it might be a little longer, especially if there's penalties. Ice trainer beginner in this. Let's get into game 1 on round number 2 against the Blackhawks. Let's watch in presentation, James Samolsky, round 2, game 1. And by the way, the Blackhawks won 4-1 over the Blues, not 4-3. Corey Crawford for the Blackhawks, Anton Hudobin for the Dundalks. And the reason I thought it was the Canucks that won 4 games. The Canucks series went, or it was the Canucks series or the Coyote series that won 7 games. It wasn't the Blackhawks series. The Blackhawks won 4-1 over the Blues, not 4-3 over the Blues, because it just showed their records, both teams' records for in the postseason. The Blackhawks record was 4-1-0, and our record was 4-0-0. So the Blackhawks won in 5 games over the Blues, not 7 games. Here we go. And we're on your way from the doghouse in Austin. Yeah, we're on your way from the doghouse in Austin. I just said that was a good hit. Oh, okay. Gustafson. He's on the Devils in my Vinny J NHL 20 Be a Pro series, which that was the last video on this channel. There'll be a link to the description below. There will be a link to that video in the description below, because it was the last video on this channel. Oh, that was a massive hit. Surprised that wasn't interference, but that was kind of late. Oh, here we go! And Reed on a sort of breakaway. Got it over! Score! It's Johansson. And by the way, first goal of the series, it's one of the odds in game 1. And I want to figure out. Is Patrick Kane an A on the Blackhawks? Is Patrick Kane an A on the Blackhawks? Who's number 8 on the Chicago Blackhawks? Who's number 8 on the Chicago Blackhawks? Okay. I'll say correction. Patrick Kane's number 88, and he is an A. So the person that the Blackhawks player who was at the screen with that was standing there for the uniforms, or that was the featured player for the uniforms, the featured Blackhawks player for the uniforms, that was Dominic Tupla, or whatever. I think you heard what Doodle said. Dominic Tuplet. That was the person who was featured for the uniforms for the Blackhawks, because he's number 8. I knew he was number 8, and he's not an A. Patrick Kane's number 88, and he's an A. So that Tupla was the featured player for the Blackhawks for the uniforms, and then it was still Brett Burns for the Dundalks. And remember, like I said earlier when I was doing the uniforms, that Brett Burns is our captain. Well, you saw him because he had a C. Just in case the glare was bad, Brett Burns is our captain. Here we go. There's Burns at the Spooner. Oh. Roy Crawford, two-time Stanley Cup champion. I think both Stanley Cup both times he won the Stanley Cup was with the Blackhawks, I believe. I'm not sure. Well, he's won 2 Stanley Cups that they just said. I don't. It might have been with the Blackhawks both times. I'm not sure, but that wasn't me. That was it was my team. It was just the AI. The Blackhawks player tripped the Blackhawks player. It was CPU was controlling him. So the Blackhawks on the power play down 1-0. And how did we lose that? I'm not sure if that was blocked or not. I hear Strome. I think Strome's the captain for the. I think Strome is the captain for the. Who's the captain for the Chicago Blackhawks? No. It's Jonathan Toews, unless he's not on the team. Strome might be an A though, but it's Toews who. There's Strome, 2 goals, 6 assists. 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points in the postseason, and leads the Blackhawks in points in the postseason. The clear by number 68. And Crawford will play it. They left it there. Hit him! Oh, that was a mammoth hit. Here we go. Good stop. And he's cleared down the ice with 1:25 to go. And I don't know, did there on the Blackhawks power play. Oh, stopped by Crawford. They had Leonard, but obviously didn't realize that they had Leonard, but they traded him to the Golden Knights. I'm not sure. I think in this world he's not traded. In this world he's still on the Blackhawks. He's just a backup. There's Teeth. There's Burns. He just hit it off Martinez's rear end. Tied in. Power play goal. The Blackhawks. It's Simmons, which I think he's on the Devils in my Vinny J. NHL 20 Be a Pro series, which I was the last video on the channel, like I said. And he's in the that last episode was the last 2 games of the 2019-2020 regular season. And this is the 2019-2020 season. I'm just a little. I am ahead, obviously. That's episode. That series will be round 1, game 1. In the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. Here, this episode is round 2, game 1 of the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. So we're around in this series. We're around ahead of my Vinny J. NHL 20 Be a Pro series. Here we go. 1-1 game. 13. That happened was that goal was scored with exactly 13 minutes left to play in the first period. Yeah, that goal was scored with exactly 13 minutes left to play in the first period. Oh, Strome just deeped out. I think it was Andrews Lee. And 45 they go in the first period. 1-1 game. Come on, Johansson. I believe he had a hat trick in game 4 against the Avalanche. By the way, remember when the screen of the TV moves, the screen of the camera moves. So if the camera is crooked or the TV gets cut off, I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. I'll try to fix it ASAP. The defense. Oh, I didn't know Toews was right there. Oh, he just... Deploy it. We have numbers. 3 on 3. 3 on 2, I meant. 3 on 2. 3 on 2. Oh. Oh, man. Hit him. Oh, that was a body check. We have, what, 3 hits at least? 2 bid hits and now that body check. Now they did dive block. Oh, that's a stick-in franchise. He fell over his sticks, and another power play for the Blackhawks. We have Kapanen and Carlson out there for 2 forwards, the left one and the center, and then 2 defensemen. And we win the face-off, and Larson's one of the defensemen. He clears it. And remember, we do have seats in between the benches, so Rick Ferraro's in the Gundog bench. Come on, guys. That's Kane, but his stick broke. Here we go, here we go, here we go. There's only one Blackhawks player has a stick. Shoot it! Go the Dun-Duns! Retake the lead in Game 1. As the stick of Patrick Kane broke, Carlson sent into his playoffs 12:33 into the second, or 12:33 into the first period, destroying that goal. Blackhawks still on the power play, but it's 2-1 Dun-Duns. They're on the power play for another minute and 37 seconds. Let's clear it. And maybe I can did. Oh, I didn't get to it. But Kane's stick broke, so there was only one Blackhawks player that was bad that had a stick. And that's on it down. Yeah, there was only Kane broke his stick after trying to shoot a wrist shot or a slap shot from the point. That was a mammoth hit. Oh, they calling a penalty. Charging? What's up? Is it 5-on-3? Oh, it is 5-on-3. It just doesn't update. 5-on-3 for 75 seconds. Oh, he won the face-off. Did it out. Did it out. Aw, man. He hit my guy. Now this guy's wide open. Good job, Hudobin. I think at least 2 or 3 guys on the ice on that right side. Aw, man. It made me jump early. They're all set up. It's off with Oben. He's on pass it to Burns and he clears it. Or rather, oh no, what the? Oh, that was another body check, but no penalty. But now if he does that hit, it's like a 4-on-2. There's a 5th die. Oh, he got killed. Did it? Oh, I'm gonna rush this. Here we go. It's a 1-on-2. Ah, I got blocked. I'm hitting guys like mad, but now it's a 3-on-2. Blocked. 20 seconds to go on the 5-on-3, and they might get one more rush in the 5-on-3. Still, after this, within a minute or something of power play time. I checked him, but now it's pretty even. There's a trailer stopped, rebound stopped. Oh, now it's in the corner. 5-on-3 is over right now. Now they have 40 seconds left to go on power play time. I'm killing everyone. Oh no, I went for a line change. Oh. All they did a power play. They only did. So what? Both goals for the Blackhawks have been power play goals. It's Dylan Strome. 5:36 to go in the first period, 2-2 game. Strome's 3rd goal of postseason is a power play goal. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, ran out of real estate for Kapanen. Oh, there's Kane, a long-time veteran, on-time Hawk, and a long-time Blackhawk. But their nickname is the Hawks. Come on, guys. Oh, come on. 3:30 they go in the first period, 2-2 game. The Browns have 2 goals, one at even strength, and one at short-handed, and then both goals for the Blackhawks are power play goals. Here we go. Here's Johansson at the first goal for the Dun-Dogs. Oh, I'm killing him. No, that 2nd goal, I was switching my. Then it was my power play forward line. I was changing my forward. I shouldn't have done that. Do it in the neutral zone or the. Oh, how did it save? Here we go. Here we go. Here we. At least too slow. Oh, breakaway! 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 Oh! He got his own rebound now. Oh. Change. Did it out. 2-2 after 1. 2-2 after 1 in game 1. The hits were, well, it was 9-5. Shots were 18-8 in favor of the Blackhawks. Hits were 9-5 in favor of the Dun-Dogs. As Carlson had the short-handed goal. And then Simmons had hit 8 shots. I think they had the first goal. So they have 10 more. So goals 2-2. Shots 18-8 in favor of the Blackhawks. Hits 9-5 in favor of the Dun-Dogs. Second period, game 1, 2-2 between the Blackhawks and the Dundalks here at the Doghouse in Austin. Austin, Texas. At the Burns. Oh, that kind of worked. Here we go. Here's Henry. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Doghouse living here at the Doghouse. Swarm him. Here we go, here we go, here we go. What a setup. Score. 3-2 Dundogs. Henry, first goal of this playoffs. 2:30 sits into the center period, and the Dundogs retake the lead at 3-2. 17:24 to go in the second period. Assisted by Johansson and Lee. Here's Lee and Reed, but he got the putt stolen. Here's Kane. Oh, there he's gonna shoot it. Good stop with open. To 15:40. Let's see, line 2 out for offense. A lot. Aw. Icing. 15:02 to go in the first period. Second period. 15:02 to go in the second period. Put the first forward line out there, but although the energy's in the yellow. Ah, I tried to hit it out, but it didn't really work. Oh, did play. We're changing. The block. Oh, it's on the goal line! Oh, it was right there, but we had no one there because I was changing. Man, it was on the goal line, but no one was there. Oh, it's not that worse. 10:51 to go in the second period. 3-2 Dundogs. Both goals for the Blackhawks are power play goals. 2-3, and one of the 3 goals for the Dundogs or the short-handed goal. The other 2 are even strength goals. Oh, that was a nasty move or nasty spin. Score. 4-2 Austin. There's Dodd, our mascot, number 7. It's that guy. Second goal of this playoffs. 9:29 to go, or 9:29 into the second period. It's who is that? I didn't see who it was. What? It was no. It was Richel. I don't know. I mean, in this period, I think we have 5 shots. 5 shots. We're not shooting at 5-2, and we have 2 goals on 5 shots. Come on, Carlson. The center of the postseason, or center of the playoffs. That was a big block. Good block. Oh, that was a whoa. Oh, Martinez is the one that scored the game-winning goal in double overtime in Game 5 of the 2014 Stanley Cup Final to win the Stanley Cup for the Los Angeles Kings. Here we go. Oh, 8:06 to go in the second period. Still 4-2. Next episode of the series will be the first elimination game for. And next episode of the series will be the first elimination game for either team. For that. Onside play, tapping in. 5:30 there on the second period, still 4-2. 2 goals in the period, both by the Gun Dogs. 2 goals so far in the period, both by the Gun Dogs. I meant to say. Didn't miss anything. Here we go. I killed him. I killed him. I'm just killing everyone right now. Blocked. He's hitting everyone. 25 seconds to go in the center period in town, and oh, he just missed that. Just missed it. Here we go. 4-2. It's stopped by O'Donovan at the buzzer. 4-2 Gun Dogs after 2 periods of play in game 1. Shots 24-16 in favor of the Blackhawks goals, while 4-2 in favor of the Gun Dogs. Hits 12-5 in favor of the Gun Dogs. In the period, while hits were only 3-0 in favor of the Gun Dogs, the Blackhawks had 0 hits. Let's see in the third period where the Gun Dogs up by 2. Oh, I don't have it. No one. Turn around. Oh. Second goal of the day for Johansson. 5-2 Gun Dogs. Sits to the postseason. He's the leader. He's the leader in points in the postseason for the Gun Dogs for a reason. I think he's also leading the Gun Dogs in goals in the postseason as well. Here's Burns. On team. Here we go. 2-on-1. Oh, I don't know how Crawford got over. 15-17 to go in the third period. Still 5-2. Sits two. Great setup. That Yamard? We have Yamard on our team. That actually that Yamard? No, it's Yarncrook. He has 3 goals. $11:20 to go in the third period. 6-2 Austin. Whoa! This player's falling everywhere. Oh, that's a juicy rebound. Go, whoa! 5-3. That was a weird. I'm not sure who that was. It's the Blackhawks. It's that time. Sending all this playoffs, and he has cut the Dunnuts lead to 2 at 5-3. Correction. I just hit the post. But correction, he has cut the Dunnuts lead to 3 at 6-3, not 2 at 5-3. He has cut the Dunnuts lead. He has cut the Dunnuts lead to 3 at 6-3. Here we go. There's no one there, but yeah, he has cut the Dunnuts lead to 3 at 6-3, not 2 at 5-3. Oh, I should have hit him. 6:25 they go in the third period, 6-3. Dunnuts, and Johansson's 1 goal away from a hat trick. Looking for a hat trick in 2 straight playoff games. I'm not sure that's ever happened. Probably did at least one, especially with Gretzky. But 2 straight postseason games or 2 straight playoff games with a hat trick. I'm not sure that ever happened before. He had one in Game 4 against the Avalanche. Oh, that was a good tip by Palat, yeah. And Palat and Tampin both got laid out within like 5 feet of each other. 4:10 to go in the game. It's 6-3. Don't know. They might maybe pull Crawford. I'm not sure. Oh, surprised that one there wasn't. And they score, and now they have cut our lead to 2. Yeah, he's cut the Dunnuts lead to 2 at 6-4. 6-2 or 6. He has cut the Dunnuts lead to 2 at 6-4. 6-4 Dunnuts with 3:06 to go in the third period. Ah, come on. Come on. Beat it, beat it, beat it. Beat it! Beat it! We beat it! Oh, I don't know how. Oh my goodness, he like desperation save at the end. This should end the game. There's a minute left. They are pulling their goalie, and I just wanted the camera straight. Here we go. They are pulling their goalie. My goodness. Right, Hudobin almost put that in his own net. Here we go. Henry for a hat trick. Oh no, that wasn't Henry. It was Johansson. That was Henry. Oh, he just turned it over. Here we go. The pressure, and here we go. Wilson. And into the empty net. It's 7-4 Dunnuts. And now I'll put the game away with 33 seconds to play in the game. Or with 33 seconds to go in the third period. Our goal horn is a Dallas Stars goal horn, by the way. And we lose the face-off. Wilson's first goal in the playoffs, and now Yarncro's on a breakaway. What a save. What a hit. Wouldn't that be, isn't that icing? Icing with 12.9 seconds to go in the third period. Not a blowout, that's three goal game is not really a blowout. Blowout is like 4, definitely 5, maybe. Stopped by Crawford, and there'll be one more face-off. Lose the face-off, and the Dunnuts win Game 1 against the Blackhawks. The Dons won 7-4 over the Blackhawks in Game 1 of the second round of the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. Next episode of the series, well, the latest it will be, I'm not sure when next episode of the series will be, but the latest it will be a week from tomorrow, and it will be the first elimination game for either team in this series. Time on attack, the Blackhawks had 9 minutes and 37 seconds. We only had 6 minutes and 40 seconds. That had about 3 minutes more time on attack than us. They had better passing. Face-offs, 21-10 in favor of the Dundons. Power plays, they went 2 for 3. The Blackhawks did, and then the Dundons had none. Shorthanded goals, we had 1. The Blackhawks had none because they never were shorthanded. Hits, 13-10 in favor of the Dundons. Shots, 32-29 in favor of the Blackhawks. And then the goals, well, we still won though. In the third period, there was 5 goals, 3 by the Dundons and 2 by the Blackhawks. Dundons had 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and the third one in the third was an empty net goal. And then the Blackhawks had 2 goals in the first period, none in the second, and 2 in the third. Alright, next time we're closing the board, if you hit the like button, subscribe if you have yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know, I'm going to see you in episode number 14 of its Austin Dundons NHL 20, a expansion draft franchise series. See you in episode number 14, and eat a lot of bacon, and go Dundons.